that she wanted to be a psychiatrist when she grew up. By then, her interest in medicine and psychology had been growing for years. There were no doctors in Flan's family, but she was raised in New Mexico, hearing stories of her great-great-grandmother, Big Ma, a cotton farmer in rural Alabama, renowned for her natural healing powers. Flan was fascinated by these stories, and after she herself underwent a workup for a mysterious but eventually benign ailment at age 7, she developed an abiding interest in all things medical. Her mother, who had majored in psychology in college, sweetened the pot further with stories about her undergraduate exposure to psychiatric patients, introducing Flan to intriguing narratives about the surprising creativity of the aberrant human brain. Throughout high school and college, Flan immersed herself in the writings of Oliver Sacks, focused academically on science, math, and psychology, and set her sights firmly on medical school, eventually matriculating to the University of New Mexico in 2011. There she had another formative exposure when her first-year class was lectured to by Dr. Davin Quinn, an alumnus of both the MGH Psychiatry Residency and CL Fellowship. Flan was awed by the clarity and elegance of Davin's explanations of neuropsychiatry. She thought to herself, I want to know what he knows. I want to do what he does. I want to teach like he teaches. Learning of Davin's training at MGH, she also thought, Massachusetts General Hospital. Maybe I should go to residency there. And 3 years later, on the strength of her outstanding med school performance and with the enthusiastic support of her now mentor, Dr. Quinn, the match was made. Flan and her cat, Mr. Toots, made the long cross-country trip to Boston. She moved into a Cambridge apartment with fellow intern Julia Cromwell, and her awesome life began to move forward in high gear. Flan has flourished in residency. During internship, she demonstrated clinical excellence in medicine and then continued to excel during PGY 2 year, including in the APS, where we were struck by her steady work ethic, her diligence, and her inquisitive nature. Her performance on CL as a PGY 3 was stellar. Faculty noted her skills as a nuanced communicator and effective teacher. Her psychotherapy supervisors described her as a talented therapist and observed the warmth, empathy, and curiosity with which she relates to patients. In every setting, every year, her intelligence, competency, sensitivity, and maturity, kindness, and overall loveliness as a person have been lauded and appreciated. In addition, Flan has won awards, been actively involved in the clinical educator program, presented at a national conference, published a case report, written book chapters, and more and more. She has been simply outstanding. During this time of professional growth, Flan has also found time to be a wonderful friend and classmate. That apartment she and Julia moved into became a common hangout spot for her fellow residents, including repeated Thanksgiving and/or Christmas celebrations for those unable to travel home. Being a person to whom family is extremely important, Flan has successfully created a sense of family for herself and others in her new home of Boston. She's described by one classmate as having an ever-cheerful and optimistic presence, being kind, loyal, dependable, and a joy to be around. She's always up for an adventure, whether motorboating through pitch-black waters in Panama or taking a walk around the block during a Cambridge blizzard. And with her open heart and spirit, she's had the good fortune to fall in love with her boyfriend, Matt, with whom she and Mr. Toots moved into a small but fabulous apartment last July. It was around this time that Flan started her year as the APS chief, effortlessly becoming part of our leadership team, gracefully straddling her dual allegiance to both the attending staff as well as to her fellow residents. Her natural and unassuming poise is one of Flan's best assets. She relates to patients and colleagues alike with a calm, open-minded, and non-judgmental stance, which elicits trust and puts others at ease. She's easy to talk to, well-grounded, smart, down-to-earth, a great combination of traits for any team member and any doctor, but especially for a psychiatrist, especially in the chaotic and demanding environment of the emergency department. Flan's typical humility can sometimes obscure her remarkably high degree of confidence, but I remember well the moment I was first wowed by her. I'd been asked to participate in a case review at the emergency medicine morbidity and mortality rounds, and I invited Flan, at that point 1 month into chiefship, to come with me. The case had not gone well. Somewhat heated debate ensued amongst the emergency medicine faculty assembled for its review. Flan calmly took the podium, gave a brief and clear summary of how to assess capacity in the ED, and without breaking a sweat, she managed to diffuse the intensity in the room by focusing attention on what could be learned from the case. Watching her, I felt true admiration for my new chief resident. I had my own moment of thinking, wow, I want to teach like she teaches. As the APS chief this year, Flan has wholeheartedly embraced the role of teacher and mentor to other trainees and students, honing her ability to identify and address what others need in order to perform at their highest level, both professionally and personally. She's been a great partner for me, contributed immensely to the smooth running of the service and to the quality of the training experience of her peers. In 2 weeks, Flan will be starting the MGH Consultation Liaison Fellowship, finally achieving what she imagined might be possible for herself during those awe-inspiring Davin Quinn lectures as a first-year med student. Hers has been a successful journey of ambitious dreams, determined intention, and steady work. Flan, on behalf of all the faculty and staff who have been part of your training so far, many, many congratulations. We welcome you as a colleague. We have every faith that you'll continue to make us proud. Good luck. Have fun. Please stay in touch.
Next, I invite up Dr. Christina Schnitzer and her tributary.